Did you know you can save up to 30% on GFuel.com using code DarkScorpion77? You save money, you support me in the process, and it is greatly appreciated. There's plenty of products to choose from. I said you can save anywhere from 20 to 30%. And if you do use my code, make sure you tag me on Twitter so I can thank you personally. How's it going, guys? Today we're going to do something a little different because I'm doing a top 20, not a top 10, not a top 5. I'm doing a top 20 tier list of my all-time favorite GFuel flavors as of 2023. Now, these ones, as you can see behind me, that's all 20 of them that could be in this list. I don't know what they are. They're all changed in color. This could be hype sauce as far as I know. I don't know what it is. But since they're all different colors, it does make it more confusing for me. And so that way it's more of a blind taste. I don't know what it is. Each one of these does have a number on the bottom corresponding with something I took earlier of that picture. These are not in the same order that I originally took the picture, so I don't know which one's which just by going the number on there. But we do also have a tier list that we're going to put this in afterwards. Once we finally get this all reviewed and do our tier list, each one of these is going to be in a top 3 category: 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and a 11 to 20. When we do this top 20, I'm going to try it. I'm going to put it into 3 separate piles. So that way I can figure which one's in the top tier just by taste alone. And as I said, I don't know which ones these are. I am pretty knowledgeable in the flavor, so by tasting it, I pretty much will figure it out. But I guarantee some of these I may or may not know. But let's start out, or let's start with the first one here, which is a number 6. Now that one I can tell right away what this is. And as you see, it's definitely not the color. This one is the glitch mix. You can definitely taste that guava and coconut. That was a dead giveaway with it, so that's definitely glitch mix. So that one I really like. That's definitely going top 5. Now as far as this one, which is a number 8, that does taste like a little bit of strawberry, some citrus notes to it. So I am assuming this one is the wolfberry. I mean, obviously you put blue food coloring, it's still going to look kind of purple, so I mean, that wasn't an exact giveaway with it, but it definitely tastes like wolfberry to me. I would say this is at least a top 10. So this would probably be in the mid-range. Let's try this one here, which is a number 19. That one, I believe, is a golden apple pear. Not sure, but I'm going to stick with that golden apple pear, and I really like this one, so this is definitely going to go in the top 5. This one we have a number 3. That tastes like Pac-Man. So I'm going number 3 as a Pac-Man. But that one, it's definitely in the top 20. I really like this one. I will go back to it. But as a daily, not so much. So this will be in the bottom tier. I believe that's honeyberry. This one's number 15. I really like that, but it's within the top 10, not a top 5. Try this one here. That tastes like hype sauce. That's number 20. Actually, no. I believe that is Phase X, aka Hidden Power. That's what it tastes like to me. But this one, I definitely would say is at least in the 3rd tier. Still within the top 20, obviously, but in the bottom tier of the 20. Let's try this one here. This one's a number 2. And I really can't taste that flavor. I can't tell what it is, but I like it. Not sure what that one is. This one I'm going to have to pass on trying to guess the flavor, because I really don't know. But it tastes pretty good. But I would say that's more into the bottom tier. And this one is a number 17. Kind of tastes like peach mango. I think that's peach mango. Yeah, I'm going with peach mango on that. That's actually really, really good. So that's definitely going to be in the top tier. And this one's number 18. And that one tastes like Pac-Man. I just remember I had Pac-Man already. I'm not sure what that one is, so I'm going to take a pass on that, but this is number 18. But this goes into the bottom tier. Try this one. I don't know quite that flavor. Actually, I do know this one. And this is definitely in my top 5. This is the new one, Spinal Fluid. That just released for Attack on Titan. This one's a number 12, so I'm going with Spinal Fluid on that, because that's actually really good. Now, this one is a number 16. Not sure on that one. It kind of tastes like a little bit of coconut in there. I would say this is probably the Compound V. Let's try this one here. That tastes like Pink Drip. That's definitely going to be at least a mid. It's really good. It's a great flavor to it. It's balanced. It's a refreshing flavor. I'd definitely say that one's Pink Drip. Forgot to say the number. That's number 5. Now let's try this one here. Interesting. This might actually be the honeyberry. This is number 10. Because it has that unique flavor, kind of a little bit of honey flavors to it. So I think this one's honeyberry, which would be number 10. That would be the bottom tier. That's number 1, and I can tell right away what this is. That is definitely a top tier, because that one is Mango Lemonade. Alright, so far we're getting pretty good, and I might have to switch one out. Now this one we have number 4. Galaxy Grape. Right away, that's Galaxy Grape. I like Galaxy Grape, but is it a top 5? No, definitely within the top 10. It's refreshing. It's something they don't have anymore. That if you do have one, you better keep that and just cherish that and just use it sparingly, because it may or may not come out anytime soon. Hopefully they bring it back, but we'll see. But that's definitely Galaxy Grape for number 4. This one is a number 14. That tastes more like honeyberry. So I'm saying 14 is honeyberry. So I'm not sure what the other one was. So obviously we're going to go back and check these. This one I do like a little bit more than the other one. So whatever that one was, this one's going in the mid. So I do like that better than that one. Now this one we have a number 7. That's Golden Apple Pear. I could definitely taste the apple. I could taste the pear. That is Golden Apple Pear. I'm sticking with that one because that's definitely really good. That's a mid-range. Let's try this one here. This one is a number 9. That one actually tastes like Hype Sauce. So somewhere down the line, I think I missed one. But that's Hype Sauce. This one I would say is more of a bottom tier. It's good. I like it. It definitely would drink it, but every day, not so much. Now this one we have a number 11. That tastes like mango. This one I'm going with Mango Explosion. So this one, it's good. It's balanced. Top tier, not so much because it's a little more candied. So this is definitely going to be in the mid tier. Now we're down to our last one. Try that one. This one, I'm not sure the one that is. This might be Wolfberry. So 13 is Wolfberry. Guarantee some of these I've been wrong on, so it's kind of hard, different palette. It's confusing because, I mean, that's also going bottom tier. It's confusing because the colors definitely don't match what I know. So if I have a purple mango lemonade, it's kind of hard to really say which one that is. So that kind of works. But now we're going to figure out which ones are which. But now we're going to go back and go from there. So this one we have the top 5. And we have a little bit different here. So I might have to change one of these around because this one, it's a little bit higher. So I got to take some out. So we're going to go back and double check a couple of those and see what rank I want to put it at. So I just got to think of 2, and then it'll be in the bottom tier. So now we got them all separated. We have everything top tier, mid tier, and the bottom tier. So now we're going to figure out where we're going to put these and which ones they are, and then go back and then do the ranking on there. So let's start with the top 5. Now we got the tier list, and in this tier list we're going to take everything and put it where they go as far as what we judge from the top 5 into the bottom 10. So let's start with this one, which was number 12. And number 12 was watermelon. I was way off on that one. Now watermelon definitely I really like. It's a very flavorful, classic flavor. It's one of the original flavors that they had out there, and it's one of the top ones I always liked, even from the beginning. Ever since I started getting samples, stuff like that, because that was one of the ones that was in that sample. So that is definitely deserving of the being in the top 5. Now we got number 19. All right, number 19 is the green apple. Green apple I really like because the thing with green apple is it's very flavorful. It tastes like authentic green apple. It has that bite to it. It's great apple flavor. That's definitely deserving of being in the top 5. I like it a lot, so it's staying in there. I like that as a top 5 flavor. Next one we have is number 1, which I believe I said number 1 was mango lemonade. Let's see if that's what it was. Now mango lemonade has been in my top 5 for pretty much since it came out, and it's going to be in my top 5. As far as where it's going to rank of those 5, I'm saying this is going to be a number 1 flavor. I really like it. It's very flavorful, and it's something I literally will drink every single day, multiple times a day if I can. So that's definitely going up there, and that's going to be moved to the first spot because it just ain't worthy of it. So we do got 2 more to go though. Now this one is number 17. So this one is peach rings. Peach rings has always been my top 5, even from the beginning. It was my number 1 flavor until mango lemonade came out. As soon as mango lemonade came out, it did knock it down a tier, but it's always something that I want to have in my top 5, and I literally would drink this one every day if I can. So this definitely is worthy of being in the top 5 spot, and it's definitely going to be in the top 2. And the final one we have, which is number 6, which I believe was the glitch mix. Let's see. So the number 5 spot is glitch mix, and that one was really good because the can was phenomenal. If you ever had the can, you'll know how good this flavor is. It's that good. It's definitely something that you can drink pretty much daily, and it's all 3 forms of it, be it the hydration, the energy, or the can. They're all phenomenal, and I definitely suggest to get all 3 if you can. Look it into. It's a great flavor. That definitely is worthy of the top 5. But now we're going to take these and put them in order of where I want them to be. Now as far as top flavor, obviously that's going to be mango lemonade. So we're putting mango lemonade in the number 1 spot. My second flavor is always going to be peach rings because I really like peach rings. Now as far as a third, between these 3, I like watermelon because watermelon is something that's refreshing. I can definitely go back to it, and I did make a mix using watermelon, strawberry, and bubblegum, which is great. So it's a good mixing flavor too, so that's definitely going to be in the top 3 spot. And of these 2, I really like glitch mix, but I like the authentic flavor of the green apple more. So the green apple for me is going to be in number 4, then glitch mix would be in the 5th spot. Now as far as the mid tier, let's get on to that one. Now mid tier, I had to do a little bit of balancing out there because I had a couple extra in the mid, so I had to take them and move them to the bottom tiers. They're all great. I like all these, but we're only doing top 5, mid 10, and then the bottom 10. So we gotta make sure to keep it balanced. But we're gonna start with this one, which was number 7, which I don't remember which one I said that was. Now this one being the golden apple pear, aka Angry Army Ammunition. It's a great flavor. It's definitely something that can be in your top 5. For me, it's going to be in the mid tier because it's great. I love the flavor, but it's not god tier top 5 for me. We already have our top 5, so this is definitely a good mid, and it's probably going to be, I think, number 1 spot in our mid tier. So that's definitely worthy of being in there. Now the next one we have, which is number 15, so we have Pink Drip. Pink Drip, for me, it's a phenomenal flavor when it came out. It was out a while ago, and they did a reskin of it, so it's a slight modification in the style of the artwork on there. So if you had the original on that, it's as far as I know, there's no change in the actual flavor, and it is one of the main ingredients in my Deadpool Unicorn Farts creation I made a while back, which is the strawberry cotton candy. It's great for mixing. It's a very neutral flavor. It's a single flavor one, which are good with single flavor ones, is they're great for mixing, because you can take that flavor and make something completely different and make your own product in a sense. But it's definitely a great flavor, and it's worthy of being in my top 10. Now the next one we have, which is number 14. This one is Honeyberry. Honeyberry was originally my top 5, and it's still going to be within my top 10. It's never going to leave it. I really like it. It's a really flavorful product, and it sucks that it's not something that you can get regularly. Hopefully they bring it back, or maybe do it like a reissue or something. It might be available on the eBay page, I don't know, but it's definitely, if they do bring it back, I highly suggest this one. It's a great flavor, and it's definitely worthy of being in the top 10. Now the next one we have is number 5. Now this one surprised me, because for me, I would say this would be in my top 5. I really like it, but as I said, this is a blind tasting, and that definitely makes mid-range. But the Spinal Fluid from Attack on Titan, it's really good flavor. It's definitely in the top 10. It's always going to be in the top 10 ever since it came out. As soon as I tried it, even before I tried it, I knew it was going to be in the top 10, because I really like green tea and I like citrus. So I thought it would be in my top 5, but it's definitely worthy of being in the top 10. It's a great flavor. I believe the tub is still available. If you can get it, you won't be disappointed. Now the last one we have for the mid is a number 4. Now that one's Galaxy Grape. Galaxy Grape is one of the original flavors. Well, not so much Galaxy Grape, but grape. It's a very classic flavor. It's something they brought back, I believe, last Halloween during the BOGO. I'm hoping they bring it back, or maybe some form of grape, because grape is a phenomenal flavor. I guarantee a lot of people, if this comes back, it'll be like all on that and trying to buy it. It's very neutral. It's a great flavor. If you like grape, then you'll love it. Some people don't like grape, some people do. I like grape, so that's definitely where they be in the top 10, because it's a classic flavor, and it's gonna suck when it's gone, because I like it. Now as far as the mid tier, we're gonna do a ranking of those. So we did the rank with the 1 through 5, so we know at top tier is the mango lemonade, you got the peach rings, watermelon, green apple, then you had the glitch mix. Now of these, to what I really like, that's very balanced, I would say the green tea citrus, because it's a great flavor. I thought it would be in my top 5, but it's definitely worthy of a top 6 part. Next one, I definitely would leave this where it is. I really like golden apple pear. It's a classic flavor. It's something that it's very refreshing. It's definitely worthy of a top 7. The next one I would put would be grape, because it's classic. It's grape, and grape is a very flavorful, very neutral flavor. And then you had the pink drip we'll leave there, and then you had honeyberry at the last. It's funny how honeyberry went from my top 5 when I first started doing GFuel to being the number 10 spot, but still worthy of being in that top 10, so that's why it's still in that spot. So now we're going to get on to the bottom tier, and this one we have is number 11. That one's peach mango. The one thing about peach mango that's really good, to me, it tastes kind of like tea. It tastes like a peach tea, but it's very flavorful. It's the peach tends to be a little bit strong, so that's why it's went down to the bottom tier, but it's still really good. I like peach mango, and it's something I can definitely go back to every once in a while. But as far as something drinking daily, not so much, mainly because the peach is a little strong and somehow it makes it taste like tea. But we're going to go on, and the next one we have here is number 13, and that one is the Compound V. Compound V was actually, surprisingly, my very first tub that I ever won from GFuel. My first tub ever was the Wonderlands flavor. This was the first one I ever won from GFuel in the contest they had. I believe it was August 27th of 2022 is when I actually won it and they shipped it out. But ever since then, I really like that flavor. The cans are phenomenal. It's something that it's kind of what started the whole thing, me wanting to do GFuel and becoming an ambassador, because I just started liking that. That got me into their site. I'm checking all the different things they have, and it just sparked something with me. So that one's definitely worthy of being in the top 20. Flavor wise, it's not so much in the top 10, but it's definitely in the top 20, because it's near and dear to my heart, because it is what had began the whole GFuel journey for me. So the next one we have here is a number 18. And that one is Pac-Man. Pac-Man, you either love it or you hate it. Some people like cherry, some people don't. Like Shock, he hates cherry. But me, I like cherry, and I always like cherry lollipops. If I buy Blue Pops or Dum Dums or something like that, I always go for cherry ones. And for this being a cherry lollipop flavor, it's definitely something that reminds me a bit of my childhood, so I really like it. So it's definitely going to be worthy in the top 20, but not so much in the top 10 because it's very situational ones. Like I may go to here and there or use it as a mix. It's great for mixing too. So it's definitely worthy of being in the top 20. The next one we have is a number 20. Let's see what that one is. That one is Wolfberry. And the one thing about Wolfberry that I like, it's strawberry citrus. It's a great blend. You mix strawberries and citrus, it just goes together perfectly. And it's very refreshing, and it does go good with other flavors. There's one that the Virus made that uses that particular one and the hibiscus tea, and you mix those together and it's a phenomenal flavor. So it's great for mixing, it's great by itself, it's very refreshing. It's definitely worthy of being in the top 20. Alright, this one we have in number 3, and that one is Wonderlands. Wonderlands is the tub that started off for me. It was the very first tub I got. It's what introduced me to GFuel. Even though Compound V is what got me really into GFuel and ignited that spark that got me to wanting to get more into GFuel. That's actually the one that started all, because that was the very first one I ever had. So it's definitely something that's worthy of being in the top 20. And the only reason it's in the bottom tier of the 20 is because it's something that I like a lot. I don't go to as often because I'm trying to conserve it. Definitely worthy of being in the top 20. Next one we have is number 8. Now this one is fairly new because this is a Unicorn Sunshine. Unicorn Sunshine, if you know, it's a rainbow striped gum, basically. So it's definitely something from childhood. It's something I grew up with, and it's really good flavor, and it's definitely something that is worthy of being in the top 20. Next one we have is a number 9. And that one we have Hype Sauce. Hype Sauce is a classic flavor. It's one of the ones that's been there since the beginning, and it's one of the ones that introduced me into GFuel after I started getting a few of the ones and just building my collection up, and that was like one of my original flavors. It's a great flavor. It's very balanced. It's something that's definitely something you want to go back to. You can get it in pretty much any samples. You can buy them in Walmart as samples, and you can buy cans in multiple different places. So it's definitely a great flavor, and it has come out in hydration form too, which you can also get on GFuel.com. Now this one we have is number 10. And this one I was kind of surprised it actually made it to the bottom tier because I really like this one, but it is kind of a very candied flavor. Because this one we have is a Mango Explosion. Mango Explosion, it's one of the ones that probably why I like Mango Lemonade so much, because it was one of the ones I used to have all the time. It was originally my top 5, so having that and Peach Rings and the Hype Sauce, all the different ones that I had, it basically got me more interested in having Mango Lemonade, why that rose to the top and this kind of dropped down. Surprisingly, it's dropped so low, but still a great flavor, and it's, if you can get it, get it. It's very hard to get right now. Hopefully the cans come out soon, but definitely worth trying out. And next one we have is 16. Now this one is Gummy Sharks. Gummy Sharks is a blue raspberry gummy, and it's very flavorful. It's one of the ones that came out right around Shark Week, so that kind of coincided with that. So I definitely suggest this one. I believe it's still available. I don't know if Double XP is going on, but if it is, then obviously that's going to help you out. So try it out. Alright, the last one that we have is the Phase X, aka Hidden Power. And this one actually has more of a balanced flavor to it. It's citrus forward. It's kind of a blend of different citrus notes, and it's very refreshing. Kind of mess up somewhere in there because I wound up putting one for the other, but yeah, this one's definitely in that top, so we got that. So I'm going to take the bottom tier, I'm going to put them in order so we get an idea of what they are, and then I'm going to explain why I put them in that order. Alright, now as far as the bottom tier, we have in the number 1 spot there, we had the Phase X, aka Hidden Power. That one is very clean, refreshing flavor. It's definitely good for mixing, and it's phenomenal. If you can get it still, definitely get it. Then we have the Peach Mango. To me, it tastes kind of like a peach tea, but it's a peach mango. It's a little strong in the peach flavor, so that's where it kind of drops down a little bit. And then we had the Wonderlands, which is a cherry vanilla flavor, so it's very great notes to that. It's definitely something that is worthy of being in there. And then you have the Unicorn Sunshine, which is the rainbow striped gum, It's a great flavor. And then we had the Mango Explosion, which is a mango, which originally got me liking the mango lemonade better. And then you had the Compound V, which is a classic that started out the whole journey into G Fuel. Pac-Man being cherry. It's a great flavor, but it's a little bit too much artificial cherry, so that kind of puts it more toward the bottom. Then you had the last three, which is the Gummy Sharks, the Wolfberry, and then the Hype Sauce. Hype Sauce is just a classic flavor. It's definitely worthy of being in there. And then you have the Gummy Sharks. It's more kind of like a balanced blue raspberry. Then you had the Wolfberry, which is a strawberry and citrus flavors. So the Wolfberry is more for like a blending, I would say. So there you have it. That's my top 20. Which ones would you actually try out? If you feel some of these should be in different locations, let me know. To me, this is my top 20, and then where I would rank them. I got my top 5, definitely. Then you got your mid-range ones, and you got the ones that are still worthy of being in the top 20, but they're more of the bottom tier. So they're all great flavors. I like almost every single one of G Fuel flavors I have, except for obviously some of the April Fool ones. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want to see like another top 10, or maybe even just a full tier list of taking all the G Fuel flavors and then put them in the tier down on video, let me know. Definitely use code DarkScorpion77 when you can, because that definitely helps me out, and it's something that's greatly appreciated. And definitely stay tuned, because there's plenty more to come. As always, thanks for watching.